That sort of thing. So that's the kind of people.
Ariana Grande think you ex?
That's not the argument!
Hello! Welcome to the debate. Today, our teams will be debating for and against the topic of renting. The team with the best argument, who manages to bait me to their side, wins. Well, let me introduce you to our teams today. On team 1, we have Raz and Jenna.
Hello.
And on team 2, we have Zaidi and Ashley.
Oh.
Okay, so during the title screen, we've already decided which team is going to be for renting. That would be Zaidi and Ashley. And which team will be against renting. That will be Raz and Jenna. Are you guys ready?
Yes!
Alright, let's start with the first statement. Renting is cheaper. Zaidi and Ashley, on you.
Okay, the reason why we agree that renting is cheaper because you don't have to worry much. You are worry-free and you don't have to take care of things like maintenance, heavy taxes, insurance. Let's say you are renting a house. So all of these things covered by the landlord.
And maintenance is not cheap. Maintenance is actually really expensive. And you don't have to pay like, you know, so much upfront. You gotta pay like what, 10% down payment, correct? If you buy a house. And like if you don't spend so much money on your house, you can buy a nice car.
Okay, Raz and Jenna, 30 seconds, go.
Okay, so based on what Zaidi said, right? He said you don't have to worry much, but what if the landlord kicks you out? And then also, right, if you're going to pay like, let's say 2,000, 3,000 ringgit to rent a place, then why not you just own it? Because then you get to keep it at the end of the day.
Okay, so like you were saying just now, right? If we are renting for 3,000, why not just buy for 3,000?
Right.
But I would pay 3,000 if the place that I'm renting, right, is near my workplace, you know. Then it saves my time. That's the value for me, okay? It's not easy to find a place near your office that is like, you know, gonna be within the price that you are willing to pay. So this is, I'm paying for the experience.
Or something bad happened to your house, like terbakar ke, you can change to another house, which is you dah sewa, you boleh sewa tempat lain pula. So it's better for you to rent than owning the house. Let's say if you beli the rumah, you own the house, if something bad happened to that building or anything, you can do anything.
Okay guys, great points on both sides, but at this point, I think I'm kind of leaning towards Zaidi and Ashley because 3 years already I still cannot own a house. Hello. Alright, now on to the second statement. People are renting because they are afraid to commit. Alright, jalan guys. 30 seconds.
Go.
So why people need to be afraid of commitment? I love commitment even though I'm still single. Why you want to date someone who's not ready to commit?
When you own, right, you're kind of like, let's say property or anything, it has better value because the property increases over time. Whereas if you rent, you're going to pay this X amount and then your rent is going to increase every other year. Whereas if you buy, then it's the same amount throughout the whole years and then at the end of the day, you get it. And then...
Okay, so I just want to say that, okay, we're talking about renting in general, not just property lah, okay? Yeah. Property always appreciate. Other stuff you rent, like cars.
Always appreciate.
Yeah, let's just say for example, right, if you could rent a phone, every 6 months, a new phone comes out. Okay, if you buy a phone today at 3,000 ringgit, in 6 months, it's going to drop to 2,000 ringgit. Not worth, right? If you have the choice to rent a phone, would you rent a phone? Yes, what? Because you get to keep up with technology.
Okay, I know we've been talking about properties here, but renting actually goes beyond renting properties. You can rent a lot of things. You can rent a partner, a car, you can rent a phone, you can rent a lot of things. So Zaidi and Ashley, 30 seconds, go.
Okay, so overall, right, I don't think it's about committing, you know. We are also weighing the pros and cons before making a decision.
Yep.
For example, if you rent, right, it really gives you a lot of freedom if you want to switch or you want to change. If today the phone come out and if you can rent a phone, right, wouldn't you prefer to rent?
So if I can rent, I would consider renting to always be using the latest tech. So like if you have contract, like 6-month contract, to rent this specific phone. So after you finish your contract, oh, there has a new latest gadget like phone, a new phone, new model, what? Then you change last.
Okay guys, time for the closing statement. So Zaidi and Ashley, go. Why are you for renting?
It's with the kind of money we earn nowadays, who can afford to own anything?
Alright, your turn, go.
Again, owning a stuff creates a sense of being a responsible person.
Perfect. I hear you guys. This debate has ended. So both teams had pretty great arguments, right? But I think I am gonna go team for renting. Clap, boy. Because when you rent, right, lesser headaches, lesser hassle, you know, for like pretty much the same amount of money, or lesser, you know, if you suddenly want to make life choices like that are different, you can always make changes when you're renting. You can always opt out, opt in, flexibility. So great job, guys. Actually, great job. So here you go, a little gift for winning a happy day.
Very apt, guys.
Sesuai.
So good, you
Dapat
guys got
ikan.
stinking fish.
Okay, so there's definitely a lot of pros and cons to renting, right? I'm sure most of you would have heard in the news, people are now calling it like the renter's market. And I've kind of understand because it's flexible, less hassle, you have a lot of options. Nowadays, you can even rent a phone with MAXIS Zeroolution 360. They have all the benefits, of like renting that we talked about today. So go check them out.
And let us know, what do you guys think?
Are you guys team rent or team buy?
Let us know in the comment section down below.
And don't forget,
Like, share, and subscribe. Bye!